Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Grand Theft Auto 5 on the Mysterious JG. I spent a lot of time, like at least half an hour, dicking around trying to get the maximum value out of the stock missions, and I don't think I did it. I couldn't get the percentages that were stated in the guide. Maybe it's because I didn't start on a Monday. Maybe it's something else. There were mentions about patch differences changing how much money you could get out of stuff. Maybe I timed something slightly wrong, but look, here's where I'm at. Michael's got almost $15 million now. I think Franklin has about 3 million and Trevor has about 2 million. And I looked, the other assassination missions don't do as much for us. That was the big one for making a percentage profit. But I also looked at the properties we can buy. You can look this up yourself if you're interested. Some of the properties are just prestige things, like the golf club. They generate weekly profit, but like they all take like I was just reading the article for 10 Cent Cinema on the or Doppler Theaters or something on the wiki. Yeah, it takes 76 in-game weeks to generate a profit, and that's if every time you're sent a mission to do, like, oh, the missions would be slightly different for different properties, but it's like when Franklin like gets the text from the owner of the weed store. It's like, oh, someone jacked our weed shipment. If you always take time out of what you're doing to do this mission, so you never lose your weekly income, it takes forever for them to actually earn you a profit. That's not really what they're for. So I said I didn't get the max on that, I don't think, but I don't know that I can be bothered to, like, there's properties we can buy. Franklin's got more properties that he can buy that others can't than anyone else, but his properties are also the cheapest. Michael is the one who he's supposed to be buying stuff like we can buy the Los Santos Golf Club, costs 150 million. Well, if you do the end game mission heist first and then do all of the stuff to boost your income, he can just barely afford the golf club. It's kind of, he's the only one who can buy these theaters, although now I'm not seeing, does it show the price of them? Yeah, it's got a $20 million theater. He's got about 15, and he's by far the wealthiest character we've got. $150 million for the golf club. These are... I'm pretty sure through the stock manipulation trip and waiting to the end of the game to do any of it, I did get enough to buy those properties before, but, like, it's silly. Like, at that point, why are you still playing the game? You know, I mean, there's GTA Online you could be playing instead if you still want to play more. There's a car scrap car. With Franklin, I might buy the properties that are his properties, because he buys. I mean, don't take this the wrong way, guys. I'm just pointing out a truth. He buys inner city properties like the scrap yard. He buys the towing company. And I was reading, if assuming that it's correct, the towing company doesn't give you money on a weekly. It gives you money as you tow car. Like, it gives you a tow truck, and you can do tow truck missions like the one Tanisha gave you earlier. And, like, you can do up to 500 or something like that. Like, you have to do hundreds of tow truck missions before you pay for it. Because they give you, like, $500 each, I think it said. And it costs you 100. Yeah, no, that's right. It says $500 each. It's $150,000 to buy it. So you have to do it 300 times before it's profitable. And then the vehicle impound lot. You have to a scrapyard. Like, you drive cars in and scrap them for a small fee. You have to do it hundreds of times. You have to pay for itself. So, like, I think it's fun that you can buy these properties, but they're not to make money. It's kind of like with CJ doing heists and then buying all the homes. Just so you've got all these different save points. It's kind of cool. You can buy. Trevor can't buy a slot at the helipad, but, like, because he's already got one. But Franklin and Michael can buy helipads, and that allows you to save and store helicopters. And you can buy a hangar at the airport, and that costs, like, that's a big dollar investment. But like, I think it's fun that early in the game we spent a few bucks and bought, like, the hen house. But yeah, there's a Sonar collection dock. That's a Michael only thing that we'll buy because it's got a little bit of story content associated with it. Hookie's is just a bar, like the hen house. There's a place called Pitchers somewhere. There's a place called Tequila. which I think is yeah, the cab company. If you buy that, uh, it generates money over time, but you have to own it for like 100 in-game weeks or whatever before it makes money. But it allows Franklin to drive to ride in cabs for free. Okay, but there's a place called Tequila La that I have lost. I found it along the way, off screen, and now I don't seem to be able to locate it anymore. Yeah, but buying a slot at the helipad or the marina is kind of a fun convenience thing. Buying the garage, like towing impound. I think Franklin can buy a garage, which allows him to do free detailing and stuff. Um, but what I'm basically getting at is that there's not a lot of point in doing anything with the properties. They're there $2 million to buy Tequila, which is just functionally it's exactly the same as the hen house. So they're there for. Oh, I forgot to start the timer on this video. Oops, I need to be on the short side with this anyway because the last one's so long. Yeah, but they're there. It's almost like they're there so that you can feel cool about yourself. I think maybe it's a little bit of a preview for the online game where you can buy stuff like you can buy swag and custom cars and shit to have rep online. I guess I'm not sure how that works. So I don't think I min-maxed it. Like I said, we've got about $3 million for Franklin and $2 million for Trevor, and it's not enough. It's not enough to buy all this. Like between our characters, we even if they pool their resources, they can't buy all the stuff that you can buy in game. But also, most of it doesn't do anything for us. Off screen, we got a message from our Smoke on the Water, and I didn't drop what I was doing to go do a mission for them, so we're not making any money off of that. Also, I got super annoyed and had to load the game because I switched to Trevor to make him buy stock, and they do all these little zany. Trevor's a crazy guy. There's crazy shit going on. You jump into him being chased by police, and he's got dialogue is like, "Why are you guys chasing me over a public nudity thing? You're really gonna waste taxpayer money because I hung out my dongle?" But I was trying to get him to buy stock and switched into the middle of that, so I ended up you know, loading the game because I was going to go to Trevor and then Michael. And it's like, no, suddenly I have a wanted level, like, because I switched into a character with a wanted level because they're trying to be silly. Like, I guess it was funny-ish, but a little bit annoying with the timing. So anyway, we're going to do the rest of the assassination missions, but what I'm saying is I'm trying to convince myself of this, if you haven't picked that up. I'm going to try to start spending money on stuff like armor, and certainly everyone should buy the garages around town. But I'm not going to worry too much about... It would be nice if Michael owned one of the theaters so we could see... I guess there's a mission similar to one of the ones from Vice City where he flies around in an airplane and drops pamphlets. But those missions are just like random. It's like suddenly when you're in the middle of something else, you'll get a text and the guy will be like, "Hey, drop pamphlets," and if you don't do it, your asset doesn't make money that month. What are we about to pass by here? Cinema Doppler, 10 million. I mean, Michael could afford that right now. He takes care of the place while the master's away. Well, we'll hold off and do another assassination mission first, even though I didn't... I saw the returns are lower on these other assassination missions. The biggest one is the one we just did. But I still need to actually open up the window I had with how to do... Like, whatever we're getting out of this, we should do it. Because even if it's only a 50% return, for Michael, that'll take him from about 14 million to about 21 million. Which I don't think we're ever going to be able to buy the golf club, but it doesn't have missions. The big perk from buying the golf club is you can play golf for free, and you don't switch into golfing clothes to play. Hold on. I forgot to be ready for the mission, so let's check here. Okay. So for we just did multi-target. Now we're doing device assassination. Invest all the money of all three protagonists in Fruit Computers, which would be Apple. Wait a couple in-game hours before selling the stocks. Should be about 50% return. Then invest everything in Facade. Wait 48 hours. And you get about a 33% return. So we should probably be satisfied if we get about a 33% return on the first pass and like 15 or 20 on the second, because I'm never quite getting what they said I should. But I'm going to buy, everyone buys Fruit Computers, and then after that, and Facade is probably fake Facebook, I guess, is the joke, and Fruit Computers is Apple. But, all right, everyone has to buy Fruit Computers. Okay. Let's do that, and then we will execute this next mission. Unhappy stoners. I think they said Fruit Computers is purveyor of white, shiny internet surfing devices, the world's largest religion. Har har. Alright. Please buy faster. Alright, so we just bought 240,000 stock. I'm not sure there's that many units of each stock available on the stock exchange all at the time. We also had a hilarious scene of Trevor digging an unidentified hole out in the middle of nowhere, presumably a grave for a victim. Zany stuff. I'm suddenly like all second guessing whether this is the right thing to have bought. Well, while we're getting Trevor's, you know what? I'll do it while we're getting Michael's, because that's going to take a minute. Although, you know what? It's I don't think it. I think the number you're buying increases as you hold the button. So, yeah, Fruit Computers. So I didn't see one called Fruit. Makes me even more nervous about trusting this guide. Fruit. No, I didn't see one called Fruit Computers. I saw one called Fruit, but okay. I'm sorry. I'm just back in now, so I wasn't seeing that I had maxed out. But it is called Fruit instead of Fruit Computers, and it is a tech stock selling computers. It is making fun of Apple. I'm Michael. I take care of the place while the master's away. Alright, so let's have Michael drop everything into Fruit Brute, I should say. But even that, if we only get a total of 50, we're supposed to get a 50% boost, then a 33% boost to that. If we only get a 50% boost overall, I mean, with Michael, it's still pretty impressive, but he needs like 150 million. He needs 9 digits to buy the golf course, and he's at 8. So that's a pretty big jump. Anyway. Hopefully the mission itself will be fun. Please tell me you're still hanging out at this payphone. It's climate. You can't smoke anywhere. That's why. At this climate, you can't smoke anywhere. See, this drives me nuts. They have a little bit of this at DC where a road separates and there's like a top path and a bottom path, and they're both going across the same block, and it's, I guess you have to know where you will and won't want to turn to know where to go. I just get confused. Worthless. Why isn't walking past this magazine or newspaper rack giving me the call?
Jackson
Remember
Skinner.
these things for
He's
phone
head of
booth?
product
Not even phone
development
booth,
at
but
Facade.
Man, we must read different magazines.
mm-hmm.
The bastard made a fortune selling customer data to the highest bidder from Moscow to Tehran. He's handing
But
it to the
only
cyber
between those
terrorists
two
on a
cities.
fucking silver platter.
Okay, dog, chill. Shit, chill. I got you, man. What's the play?
I'm reliably informed that he has a weakness for working girls. There's
Oh
a
yeah,
girl
you
he
mean
used
like
to pick up in La Puerta.
you know, female
Send her out,
chefs
and
and
she should lead you to
female
Skinner. I'll
pilots?
send
Oh
you the
wait,
location. Meanwhile, maybe I'll take another look at the fruit share price.
All right, homie. I'll be in touch.
all right, homie. Are you trying to give me hints about the stocks, or like you could be more direct? Anyway, JG's not trying to make me sound like Wolfman Jack, but it started to happen, baby. All right, so what does the game actually want us to do right now? Watch the prostitute. Yep, he's a real one, guys. So at some point we're gonna have to do a video where we just go around buying properties now, because we got about all the money we're gonna get. We got 2 more assassination missions, which will give us a little bit more of a boost. But I don't think. Doesn't seem like Franklin's getting north of 5 million, and it doesn't seem like yeah, 5 million is going to be around where Franklin and Trevor top out. I could be doing a little better with Trevor if I hadn't bought the hen house or that airfield, because I did not do enough missions. You have to do missions to make money out of the Mackenzie hangar, and I didn't do enough to actually make a profit, but I did okay. He never feels one.
Damn, that must be my girl.
Just any girl? No, it has to be that girl.
Not today, honey. I'm waiting for someone.
Oh. Oh, okay. I see what he's getting at. Seems like there's an obvious way to do this if she's not being that observant.
What up, girl? You won't get down?
Not today, honey. I'm waiting for someone.
Whatever. You ain't nothing. I'm out of here.
Well, buddy, you don't have to be upset. Look, I'll give you a 50% discount next time. It seems like this should be a really easy kill, but I'm wondering what the hell is going to happen to make it not be an easy kill. Because I'd like to not kill... Oh, this can't be the tech entrepreneur's car, can it?
Hey, baby. What can I get it for $10?
You can get the bus home and jerk off thinking about me. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, I would think that... I mean, I'd pay you $10 for that. That does seem fair. I would hate to use you as my sexual fantasy without you being reimbursed in some way. That's what I'm getting at.
Hey, baby.
You know, I don't even feel bad about it.
Yeah, that one, they even put him in a convertible. They made that one extra easy. We're gonna get a message that wasn't the right guy somehow?
Hey, man, I wiped that software for you.
Ah, excellent news. I'll speak to you soon.
Alright, well, maybe you will get to see a whole video of me doing stock manipulation, because that barely took any time at all. So, double checking this, they say we don't even need to sleep on this one. And it's about a 50% return, so... Then we want to buy the... Okay. 48 hours before the facade. Yeah, so we want to buy the facade stock. And I think I bought the stock, the second stock, too quickly last time. But yeah, if we can... It says don't even sleep. Just wait for it to get to 50%. Then we will probably... Then we'll sell, buy facade, save, and advance time until we get about a 33% return. So, okay. So So if we can get back to our house, wherever the hell our house is, it's up here somewhere. Clean escape, money earned. Money earned was like marked off like it was a checkpoint thing. And we were more or less officially making it now so that I can't, I could drop that 5K into this stock, but we only gotta wait a few hours before it rebounds this time, so. I guess somebody realizes that, hey, that guy was out there shot getting a prostitute. Maybe he wasn't really the best thing for the company anyway.
Don't sing. I want to hear the Small Faces track and remember.
Well, in this case, you're buying the stock of their competitor, which will shoot up but then start to settle off quickly, so. Suppose I could probably, if I went up and saved right away, it would advance 6. We'd be a little past the time it told us to sell, but we'd probably get most of the return.
Woo, too close.
Well, it's taking a little while to get home, so by the time we get there, time does not, it's not real time in this game. Like, an hour passes in, like, you know, like a minute or something. So I guess the thing is just to look for it to go up to around 50-ish and then sell.
These are some tracks I think you'll like. At least, I hope you'll like them.
I hope you will. Water torture. It was on a sign in the background for some reason. I mean, I realize now I probably should just go,
The ocean.
water
Crawled
torture,
down
without
the murky
explanation.
depths, evolved into bike. Important things like guitars and hairspray. It's the beat when you get too fat. These are the songs that
I think it might be because there's so many radio stations, but I don't feel
100 years when the
an
sea
attachment to
broke
the different
down,
DJs in this game
we
like I
all
did in
love books and listen
San
to these
Andreas,
great
where like
tracks.
you had you had the angry chick on Radio X, so like the super cool chick, and you had I was actually fairly close. Although
In stock market news, Fruit's share price is on the rise following the murder and possible anti-capitalist assassination of Facades head of product development, Jackson Skinner. The company promised to keep making their word processing software less useful with each iteration.
I'm Carl Kelly with this Money Report. Trading was heavy today as indices and reports indicated a bumpy ride for people hell-bent on gambling on the future of American businesses who pay little taxes, take massive exemptions, and get bailout.
yeah, Rockstar Games sticking it to the man. How's that stock doing right now? %17%. Like, we should be able to get a lot more than that from what I saw. Let's see how, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so every 4 seconds or so, a second passes in game. Or rather, wait, that's not right. 4 seconds is a minute. I wonder if I'm already past the time I should have sold it. $17.28. See, this is what makes this part of the game so frustrating. Just hanging around. And in this case, it's like, don't even advance time because you'll go too fast. Who do we have a picture of here? Is this I think that's the X that is mentioned at the beginning of the game but never shows up in the story. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Maybe I'll hit myself in the morning, but we just got an auto save. It said there's no need to save the game, but we're at 17%, and it said it should go up to like 50. So I'm wondering if we just do one little sleep. It's like a 6-hour sleep. You get 12 hours of sleep if you sleep as Trevor. One little sleep as Franklin. If this gets us up over like 30%, I'm going to sell. And if it takes it down so it's even less than 17% share return, I'll be kind of pissed. Let's see if this got us to something over 30. 22. One more sleep, maybe? I'm pushing it past what the game guide says now. But even at 22%, I mean, I already know I'm not going to be able to afford to buy all the shit in the game, so I guess I shouldn't really be worried about it. It was 22. Now it is 24. Oh, well, it's creeping up. And I guess we'll just check if it ever drops down, we'll know that the trend has shifted and we just need to get out. But 24 is higher than the 22 that it was at. 25. All right, this is how we're doing the rest of this video. Then we're just going to sleep, checking it, and if it ever goes down instead of up, we sell. Which means, by definition, we won't hit it at its peak, but we'll be close. Is it staying at 25? Okay, if it stays at 25 one more time, then I'll figure it just peaks at 25 and it gives you a little window. That's like half the return that the guide said I was going to get. But the guide even mentions that things have changed from patch to patch. So maybe the guide itself isn't up to the current patch. Or maybe it's about to jump up. Yeah, 25. Whatever, that's good enough. It's less than $1 million, but we're up to like 3.6 million. That's good. I'm supposed to buy a stock, and I probably should have done it before switching.
You think you own the rope, don't you? You peddling pricks.
Oh, shut up, Trevor. You killed Johnny Schnavitz. I don't find your routines that amusing. So he just barely gets a $500,000. It's hardly worth the effort at all. Alright, hold on. So what the hell are we supposed to buy now? And this, any little return at all, I think I'll just take. So, oh, no, they want you to wait 48 in-game hours. No, buy Facade and then wait 48 in-game hours. So it's possible that by doing all that extra sleeping, I've already messed this up. And now we can't buy a Facade for the lowest price that we're supposed to get it at. But I guess we'll find out. Because this is down. So I'm going to do this and then probably navigate Trevor home to sleep like 3 times and see if we get any kind of positive return. And just roll with it. And this thing about this video ending early may not happen now. Oh, we got Trevor to the penny on stock. That's handy. Oh, Michael's visiting a mini golf course, it looks like. Pizza Land. That's great. Alright, sell all of one stock, buy all of another stock. You know the routine. You are Michael, you take care of the place when the master is away. At least he got like a cool 3.5 million out of that. So it could be that we should have let this one go a little longer. It might be that what the game said about how you don't even need to sleep for this one, the timing might have changed on this one, because that other stock was going up and then kind of seemed to stop, but maybe if I was more patient it would have got up to 50, and that would also mean we're buying Facade too early too. But we're still going to get a profit out of it, we're just not min-maxing it quite. Haha, Mike, you loser, you had $1 left over, you didn't hit it perfectly like Trevor did. Alright, but yeah, I think I'm gonna get Franklin to do his purchasing. Is it worth navigating Trevor back to... I don't think it's worth it. I think we just... we play the game here where we were just doing before, where I just... we just leave, check the stock, leave, check the stock, until it... Operating system dictators. Oh, Facade is supposed to be Microsoft, I guess. Operating system dictators. And they would... I mean, the world was a slightly different place when this game came out, so I guess Apple and Microsoft are more directly competitive than they are now. They've kind of carved out their separate businesses and don't compete the way that I feel like they used to, but I'm not an expert. Jeez, Franklin sucks. He's got $2 left over. He wasn't even as close as Michael with the... Alright, so we just sleep until we see it going up, and it should peak around 33%. But this will be how we wrap this video. This is a video with a short game, a short mission, and then you got to see the torture that is this part. So no price change. I suppose I could spare you, do the rest of this off screen, spare you. Because we're just going to hit a point where I sell it with everybody and then save, a manual save, and then that'll be where we pick up next time. But 33% is about where the guide I'm reading says it's going to max out, and I'm willing to go with something significantly less than that and still be okay. 2% is probably not good enough, but at least we know it's on the way up now. So we can get it up above, you know, somewhere in the 20s, preferably the high 20s. I think I'll be happy. But we might as well just go with the first time it drops, we stop. Because even the 2% return would just be, oh, well, I guess we didn't do that right, but we didn't lose anything. 3%. Does seem like we did catch this stock right at the bottom, though. So I think maybe we timed this better than the last one, which was a shame because the last one was a much bigger opportunity. %. Yeah, you're fine to tune out at this point if you want, folks. It's okay. But I'm just showing you what min-maxing this involves. And I was a lot more excited about this before I kind of read the article on what the different properties do and realized there's really no properties that I'm interested in showing off in game. Like, I guess we'll buy the car scrapyard and the tow truck and just see what it does, but like, you know, we're not going to get enough money unless I intentionally left this all until the end in the post game. We wouldn't get enough money to buy the golf course. And I figure we might as well have some money so that we can play with it during the story. You know, owning garages and shit. %. I'm going to sleep a couple times in a row. That's how crazy I've gotten now. I'm not even going to check every time. I'm going to sleep like 3 times in a row. Well, they said 48 hours. I can't remember. I don't remember now if he sleeps 4 hours or 6 hours. And I'm not going to bother to figure it out right this minute. But if he sleeps 6 hours at a shot, then lying down 4 times is about half of it. We should be in the ballpark. And again, even if we don't get as much as we could have, as long as we get a positive number out of this. Whoa, it's crashing. It says facade down. I thought it said facade was down. Facade down 8%. Okay, we went too long. So let's go ahead and take 20% return. So that's $4.5 million for Trevor. I mean Franklin. Oh, jeez. Oh, there was one where he was in a freaking airplane too. The hell is this? He's in.
Mexicans need guns and someone's got to get it to them.
Yeah, the game really wants me to do one of these missions for some reason. But yeah, we're going to go with 20%. That's good enough. Because that's got Trevor over 3 million. You know, it's a percentage game. So Michael's the one who's getting the most cash out of all this. But he's still not getting enough to buy the golf course.
Beautiful chicks, that's awesome. And something that I partake in on a regular basis.
Regular
Often I
basis.
play bowling night when the ladies are all lubed up. But you polygamy guys, I just don't get it. Why that? Well, because every time you see pictures or footage, the women, they're always so frumpy. Get 2 hot chicks, not 5 chubby hairy ones. And
Get 2 hot chicks, not 5 chubby hairy ones. He's got an excellent point. Sorry. Really, I mean, you know, 2 hot chicks is better than 5. It's like an old inside joke Bobo and I have. Would you rather have a 60-minute man all night long, like Ric Flair, or maybe 2 30-minute men all night long? Like, you know, quizzing the women of the world. You want a 60-minute man all night long, woo, or 2 30-minute men? It gives you variety. All right, I'm a very silly person. Let's call it a video. We know full well we didn't completely min-max that, but I think we can learn to forgive ourselves. You have to learn to love yourself, folks, or the world won't. So I love myself and my adequate job of taking advantage of the game mechanics of the stock market. When we come back next time, we will, I guess we'll do some more assassination missions. Why the hell not? And I'm serious. Oh, geez, look, I went way over on this one, too. 2 super long missions in a row. Until we've only got 1 assassination mission left, unless I'm sadly mistaken. Oh, no, we got 2. Hold on, we just did. All right, so we got the bus assassination. The construction. So we got 2 more of these to do. You may want to, in the next couple of videos, just skip around, skip around the video looking for the action part and skipping the rest. Because it's one thing if I do an assassination mission and I'm about to end a video, I can off-screen this nonsense. But otherwise, you guys get to suffer with me. But the suffering is over for now. Bye-bye.